Hello, Squatch friends. How are you today? Me personally, I'm doing great. The package today, and I have been waiting. But not really. See, when you order from Will & Tell, I learned this whenever I ordered my bolts for this, because I ordered them before I ordered this, because I knew I was ordering this. I was shocked that I received them within 2 days of the shipping date. I got the crossbow bolts. Now, I ordered this December 31st, and they were on vacation till the 6th. So I gotta let that slide on how long I waited for it. But yeah, from the time they ship it, 2 days I got it. And normally from the time you order, within a day or two, they have it shipped. Like, the customer service representatives there are awesome. I've been in communication with them through email. You know, I've actually even shared some of my Squatch files with them, and they messaged back, said they support my cause and everything. That's pretty awesome. But that's enough jibber jabbering, because we want to see what's in the box. All right, let's get into this. I didn't open it. I promise I did not open this up yet, guys. I did slip the tape though. See, I was trying to get into this a little earlier, but my dog wouldn't let me. Not this one. He was being good. Bingo wouldn't let me. But let's see what's in here, guys. Da, 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 da. Will & Tell WT4 Tactical Assault Crossbow. I might have this upside down. Okay, so you'll get a box. Upon opening the box, you'll get styrofoam box with lid. Alright, but we gotta, this is the first thing that's out that's not in here, so we'll look at this first, guys. They sent me a bag. I guess whenever this is broke down, it should possibly fit in here. It looks like it would. Let's go over this bag. We have 2 exterior pouches on this side, shoulder strap on this side, carrying handle here and here. We have a pouch here, pouch here. So let's see. Oh, I went the wrong way. There we go. Good bit of stuff in here. Extra string for your crossbow, your rail lube, your wax for your string. Alright, let's see what's in this side here. Alright, this opens up. This is real nice. You can put your bolts in here, or arrows, whatever you would be using. Kind of, you know, some people would probably use this for archery. If you had a smaller boat, it would fit in this kind of bag, but this would be for your, matter of fact, I have a bolt here. Whoops. There we go. I don't know how many this will hold, but okay, it fits perfectly. The tip is right here. I wouldn't want to go tip down, because obviously sharp tip fabric you would pierce through and you would damage your material. You wouldn't want to do that. So take care of your stuff. Tips up. We have restraint, 2 of them, top and bottom. They're both Velcro. Let's set this side. That bolt that I just showed you is a Will & Tell brand, 13-inch for the WT4 Crossbow, which is what we were unboxing. Alright, we got a little do-flappy. Look at his flipping his tongue at you. So I'm just kidding. Alright, so this is almost set up just like the other side is, except you have your protective padding around the sides here, which is very nice. Also, you can take this out. It's about that. I'm more anxious to get into this. So let's put this aside and get into the real deal. That is a nice bag though. It's a real nice carrying bag. Alright, so I'm going to pull this back here. Take the lid off. It's like a crate. It's like a crate. Alright. Alright, I'm going to bring this up here. This is how everything is packaged. Up. So, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. We're going to go through all the contents. And, as you know, you always have to go over your instruction manuals. But I want to pull everything out and we'll see what we have in here. And then, after we have everything out, we'll go over some of the instruction manual together. So I'm going to set this aside for the time being. Just for the time being. Alright, first off, we got 8mm shots. It will be added into my ball bag. You'll see a little bit later what the ball bag is. Alright, so you get the two, actually it has 4 little packs of balls. I don't know how many balls is in each pack. I'll have to go over the contents, and I think it's 200 in there. So that might be 50 balls each bag. See how they are? I think that's probably 50 in each. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that it said that this had 200 balls. Alright, so we have this piece here. It's all wrapped up nice and neat and pretty. Isn't that nice? Let's see what it is. Gum band. When you get gum bands, if you're into survival stuff and outdoorsy stuff, save your gum bands for your gear bag. You'd be surprised how handy they could come. I should do a video one day on gum bands. Alrighty. That over here. Okay, after you take it out the bag, you got this nice soft pack of, oh, this is the scope. Okie dokie. In fact, I would like to not put this on the floor directly, so I'm going to fold this out like a shooter's mat and lay the stuff out. So we have a scope here and we have a cleaning cloth for the lens. So I'll set that up in this corner here. Alright, this rifle scope is, doesn't say. Maybe if I open this up, it will say exactly what range it is. We'll go over this in a little bit. Let's just continue unboxing. I'll set this with this, but let's look at it first. Alright, so you have your, these are attached to a dovetail. So you got your 2 mounts for it, goes around your scope. They gave you your caps. The butt cap is a clear lens. The forward cap is like a yellowish amber color. That's for those days when it's real sunny. But also these are to protect your actual lens. from being scratched or damaged. Okay, this is a 4x32 scope. Alright, so you have your adjustments right here and here. That would be for your height elevation. And military guys will understand what I'm saying when you're using scopes. When you're using your height and elevation and whatnot, you got to calculate your Coriolis effect and all that, but I'm not getting into all that. So I'm going to take a look through here. Look at the light. Oh, that's nice. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 scores going down. Let me see if I can line this up with the camera. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Do you see the crosshairs? Let me try. I'm trying. I even got my wife here on the other side of the camera trying to help me balance it out.
Yeah, it's focused a few times.
Was you able to get a decent little view of it? All right, cool. This is a 4x32. This is decent. I have a night vision piece that it's a PVS 14. If this is I don't know. I don't think it will be compatible. I'd have to get an adapter. If I get an adapter to take it from a 22 millimeter Picatinny to this dovetail, I would be able to have one of my night vision devices mounted behind the scope, and then I'd be able to see at night through it. All right, so we got a scope. We got balls. We'll come over here next. All right. I hope I'm still in focus. Okay. All right, we got mounting brackets. I'll take these out. Soon we're going to be needing these. It's coming in here for the assembly. I keep these little Ziploc bags for small little things, especially for fire tenders if you make your own tenders. All right, let's see. These here, you unscrew them, attached to your weapon, and these here would be a flashlight mounted or stuff of that nature, or a scope. So that's the basis of these. I'll set that is here. Silica gel. Throw away, do not eat. But I want to eat it. No, you can't eat it. But I want to. It looks so good. It looks like a piece of candy in a raptor. No, don't eat it. Okay, I'm joking. I'm like a big kid, sorry. All right, what else we have here? Okay, I'm assuming this is going to be for the bayonet mount. This looks like a probably a 22 millimeter. That's a Picatinny adapter, definitely. I think this is going to be for the bayonet. It also has looks like an adhesive on the inside there of some sort. I guess that's the give try. This is for the bayonet, I guarantee. But I'm assuming that this is in here for traction, so it doesn't slip. Set that here with these mounts. Okay, we got a couple Allen bolts, Allen key for assembly purposes. Ooh, you know Squash Top, it likes flashlights. You know, I criticize flashlight. I'm a big critic when it comes to flashlights. Okay, so here. it's got a little DC adapter port in there and a little rubber plug. To cork it for keep dust out, or for whenever you're in wet weather such as rain or snow or whatever it may be. It has a rubber O-ring holding it onto the groove inside of the grip of the flashlight. We have a standard, oh, it's already ready to go. We have a standard torch, push button. We'll see what size battery this takes. We have a little lanyard. Those get in the way, but they are also handy though when you need them. Alright, this takes 3 AAA batteries. I'm curious, this is Will & Tell product. I'll contact Will & Tell. They're going to watch this video anyways. They know this video is coming. So I'm curious, a lot of flashlights that take these adapters that hold 3 AAAs are also compatible with an 18650 battery, a single one, versus having to have 3 AAAs. I know it's like that with a lot of different flashlights, especially some that I own personally. So Will & Tell, I'm asking you that right now in the video. If you could email me at some point after you see this, just let me know. I'd appreciate that. Is this compatible with an 18650, or do I just use AAAs with the adapter? You know my email. Alright, so it's a standard torch. Ooh, alright, we have different functions here. Medium, strobe. So you have a high, a low, and a strobe. Okay, that's a decent little flashlight. By the time I get this together, we won't be able to shoot it tonight. I gotta wait to shoot it for daylight because it's already dark. But we are gonna take this out there and test this flashlight. You know me. So we'll set this here. Next, I heard Allen key. Hello, Alan. It's little Alan. Hello, little Alan.
Hello, Squatch Topic.
Alright. See what we have in the bubble wrap. Kids love bubble wrap. Ooh, looks like we got a laser. Wonder what color it is. Okay, let me see. It's red. Okay, so we got a red pointer laser. We'll see what kind of... I'm not going to flash the laser into the phone. That would be rude. So the activation button is right here. We'll see what kind of batteries this takes. It looks like a midget 18650. It seriously does. It looks like a midget 18650. I'm not sure what size battery that is. That I will figure out. I will definitely figure out. Alright. So now we'll move on to what's next. So we have a laser. I'm assuming that's what one of these brackets are for. We have brackets, and we have a scope, and we have balls. Alright. We have a little Allen brought Big Allen with them. Look, they got Big Allen. A Big Allen key. Alright. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, this is the WT4 unassembled. As you see, and right now it just looks like an assault rifle. Okay, so this is the body. We have a forward grip. You can change position by clicking the button. This here, you see that slides? These are so you can put your clicks in there for when you have things mounted in and you have your taps in there. I also would assume that this handle would be able to unscrew in the bottom and store stuff in. I might be wrong. We'll find out. Okay, yep. It's all you can put a little small survival kit in there of some sort, but there is a spring. But you can pop a small little kit in there, a little survival kit. You know, something kind of like what you would put in the back of a survival knife, like what Rambo carries, type of deal. Okay, so with the Allen key, based on your arm length, which I'm a little dude, you have the Allen keys here. You would tighten and loosen to slide this forward or backward on the Picatinny rail. That's what this is right here. This rail is a Picatinny rail. So I'm looking at the frame. The frame looks solid. I was shopping around for one of these and I was seeing cheaper prices on Amazon, but whenever I went on Amazon and looked at them, I always look at reviews first. I scrolled down to the pictures and then you see one that looks like this fresh out of the box. And then you scroll down a little bit further and then you see one that looks like that out of the box. That's an X. No. So I went straight to Will and Tell. So this is nice. See, like you see it in those pictures, it's peeled back, the scuffs and all that. So let's take a look at this a little further. We have an Allen key attachment right here. That would be for the, I guess, change this out. It's basic. This would be your safety. This here is your hopper. This holds 200 balls, 8 millimeters. They would load in here. But being that I just opened this, I don't know how to open this part yet. So I'll find that out whenever I look at the instructions. I don't want to do stuff without looking at the instructions first because I'll end up messing it up. I'm going to go over it. Alright, so let's see what's next in the box. Alright. A bayonet. Alright. I'm glad that they came with a sheath. I'm not criticizing Will and Tell at all. I hate nylon sheaths. Over time they become unreliable because eventually your blade is going to pierce down through these stitches down in here, and it's going to cut through this being put in there in and out so many times over. You know what I mean? Just average wear and tear. It's not going to hold up like my next level. Like this is the lowest for me. Well, this ain't the lowest. There's worse. This is a decent nylon sheath. I'm not going to lie. It's got some good padding to it. But there's thinner ones on the market. They're just awful. This is number 2 awful. Then I like leather sheaths, but if you don't take care of them, they could deteriorate over time. You have to oil them and take care of them. My favorite is ABS or Kydex and whatnot. So let's unsnap this. This material around these kind of buttons gives way fairly easy. So when you're using these kind of sheaths, don't just rip at your tabs. You have to be ginger with them if you want them to last, because these kind of buttons with tabs don't last. It's all on how well you take care of it. But it looks like we have a little sharpening stone in here. That's got a good grip on that button. I'll give them that. Well, I gotta take the knife out first. We'll get to the knife in a second. We're looking at the sharpening stone first. Alright. Okay. It's a smooth to medium grit. It's the same on both sides. It's thin, but if you're using it, you can be careful not to snap it. I probably wouldn't be using it anyway. I have larger sharpening stones. But if you're in a pinch, and this is all you got, hey, that's all you got. Use it. Sorry, guys, I give honest reviews. Some people don't like that. Some people are honest. All right, now let's get to the blade. This is the bayonet. It's got oil on the blade. That's a good thing. Oil. Some people will look at that and be like, "Ooh, there was oil on the blade when I pulled it out." No, that's actually good if the blade is oiled. Okay, this is Survivor. Hey, Johnny. My son. This is Survivor brand. Butt cap unscrews. So let's see what's in the butt cap. So I'm assuming that this is not full tang, obviously. This would be a medium tang. Oh, okay. So we got a compass. Hang on, it's tracking. It's close. All right. Let me set this here. And then here you got this. This would be kind of like what I was talking about, putting in the cap of the handle for the grip. If I can get this to pop open. Okay. See, in here you would have. Here, I'll pull it out and show you guys. It's a review. I gotta show you what's in there. What's in there? All right. So you get a little tube. Keep all our stuff dry. All right. You get this little bundle here. And in this little bundle, you got a Band-Aid if you get a little owie. If you get a little owie and Nurse Betty ain't there to help you, you got to cover that boo-boo up, right? So you got a Band-Aid. You got a little bit of fishing line. I'm not sure what test it is. My phone's light is blinding me. We got some matches. They're standard matches. I will probably, after this video, I'll probably remove these and put lifeboat matches in there that have wax coatings on them. You have some, hello sweetheart. You have a fishing hook in here. I'm glad I didn't stick that in my finger, or I would have ended up needing that little Band-Aid for a boo-boo. Like I said, I'll probably take these out and replace them with waterproof matches. And you have your striker for your matches. So that's what's in the handle there. So you get a fishing hook, some fishing line, some matches, a hook. I don't know if I just said hook. A little tube, and you get a boo-boo cover. I mean, you can't expect to fit much inside this little tube, you know what I mean? I would probably add, being that there's matches in there, I would probably put a little fire tender in here. Something, you know, make something pre-made and put it in here. That way, if it's windy out and all you have are these matches, at least if you could get that tender going, you have a more prolonged chance to excite that flame. So I'm going to cap this back up, and we're going to put this, and this is spring loaded at both ends. So whenever you remove this, it pretty much pops out and says, "Howdy doody." Look at that, watch. See, it just said howdy doody and tried to run away from me. And seeing I was an ugly little troll, and he was like, ah. So, I like this knife. I didn't check the blade yet. The handle is nice. It has good traction on it. It has a good grip. It's the same kind of grip, pretty much, that you would have on your M9 bayonet. That's the same kind of grip you would have on an M9 bayonet almost. Alright, so you got your bayonet, your barrel thing here. So we ain't going to need a lug, because obviously there's no bayonet lug on there. So that would mount like this. Blade length is beautiful. And it actually came sharp. Normally you get blades and they come dull. So we're going to put this in the sheath for the moment. Put this in here. Don't cut myself. I don't want to have to use the little boo-boo cover before I even get to go out in the woods with the stuff. Alright, so we got that. Let me get back to the box. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, so next we have your barrel cannon tip. And that's already strung for you. Right. It's an M4 style barrel. Nice. The limbs are real strong. Okie-dokie. So we have a couple more things in the box. This will get mounted up here, but we have to read the instructions first before I do anything, because I don't want to be a goof and mess it all up, you know what I mean? Try to have, I want to see it together, but I don't want to mess it up at the same time to be irresponsible. So next up we have daughter's calling mama. We got a fishing spear. That's pretty cool. You can get frogs, eat some Cajun frog legs. You can get some fish. Carp are the easiest. When they come up to the shore when they're spawning, pretty much they're only like pretty much their dorsal fins is skimming the top of the water. And you nail them right off the top of the water. Oh yeah. That's a nice one too. And also, let me come up here. You got nice barbs on here as well. That way, whenever you do the pull back, you're not going to lose your prey. It's just not going to penetrate and pierce. It's actually going to go in and grip. And when it comes back, it's stuck. So, that's good. That is good. I like that. Fishing spear. I'll lift this up and put it here. I'll just set this way. Next, we have 2 black bolts. Oh, Willem Tell. I didn't see black ones on your website. Oh, they're a little bit shorter too. I like darker colors. Alright, so you got 2 bolts. These are a little bit shorter than the ones that you buy in the 10 packs through the company. A little bit shorter. But hey, they gave you 2 bolts and a fishing spear. Whoop whoop. Alright, now is the part where I gotta figure out what I do with the instructions. Wrappers. What do I do with the instructions? I gotta find that. And then we're gonna move on to assembly. Okie dokie, I am back. As you see, I am wearing different clothes. When I stopped the video, I went and had dinner, and I found a toothache. Well, it was really bothering me, so I didn't go back and finish the video. I was like, oh, I'll just finish it the next day. Well, that day came, I was in worse pain. Then we ended up having to go out for the weekend, and I didn't collect no footage. I was in agony. I was hurting. So then Monday, the day this should have been released, I was sitting in a dentist chair. They want to give me a root canal. Yay. I'd rather just take the tooth. But let me get through this so I can get this video. It's a week late. Alrighty. So before we assemble this, we have to go over the instructions first. That's a given. You don't ever want to try to assemble something without going over the instructions first. So, let's see what we have here. This is just what's included in the box. The specs. Okay, here we go. Assembly instructions. 1. Mount the limb system in the deck of the body, making sure the 4 pins fit and the cross string are inside the barrel. So, the cross strings will be going on that lower rack, and then your 1 string will go in the upper one. Insert the bolts provided in the holes located above and below the crossbow's mouth and tighten using the Allen wrench. That would be Big Allen. Attach the wolf eye light and tactical light as shown in the picture. So that'd be your accessories. That would be with the little Allen and medium Allen, or little Allen and baby Allen. Next, the loading. Place your stock against your belly, grab the string from each side, and pull towards you. Once you hear a click sound, your crossbow is cocked. Once you've cocked it, release the safety and shoot. That'll be that little nub. So, right here, if you can see it. Then, finally, loading pellets. Open the magazine by unscrewing the cover in the back of the magazine and add up to 200 pellets. Okie dokie, that's the instructions. So let's go ahead and move on to assembly. Alright. Okie dokie. I was playing around with the foregrip on here. To adjust this, you would use Allen here. You would unloosen or tighten to adjust. This is where I actually want it. But once you have it unscrewed, you can adjust this by clicking this button. You gotta take this out here. Now, this bolt is what will lock it in between the Picatinny rails. So now you can slide this to wherever you wanted it. And I'm going to put this back in position where it was. I believe it was right about here. Put this back in, tighten her up, like so. Once you get her comfortably hand tightened, just give her a nice little torque with this. Not too tight to strip it, but to maintain that it stays firm and does not slip. It's nice and firm. To change the position, this button will allow you to rotate and move this to where it may be needed at for your comfort. I like this angle personally. Okay, next we're going to move on to the front assembly. That is this part here. Now when you're assembling this, take keen note to make sure that you do not put this on upside down. You have a bolt here, I have a bolt here, you have 4 pins here. This rounded off area is the top. This would line up with your ball magazine. Okay? So whenever you are loading that, or not loading, whenever you are attaching this part, this clip right here, which is stated on this little piece of paper, you have this side here, and then you have the smooth side. You want the smooth side, oops, let me set this down. This is to keep the strings from touching. So what you want to do is when you attach this, there's a groove for the strings. So what you are going to do is smooth side up. You're going to place your strings into those grooves, and that will keep the strings separated. Now, with that tab smooth side being up, we are going to put her together. So let me get my leg here so we don't tip her. Smooth side up. It goes in to the lower barrel. So that will go here. And it will slide in. And then this string will go into the upper. And there's 4 pins here that you have to line up. Those 4 pins will lock into place. You gotta actually get them in there. Alright, now that you have gotten this in, it is time to put the bolts in. Now for those, we're going to need the bolts. There are, sorry. Okay, we have 2 bolts here. And Big Allen fits these bolts. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to get this down in here. Tighten these out. What I like to do, personally, I like to get one bolt started, and once I get it going, part way, I start running the next bolt, and I torque them down evenly. So where did I put that other one? I just had it. I'm probably sitting on it knowing me. Alrighty. Okay. Let me get this one tightened out a little bit as I scan for the other one. I don't have my glasses on. There it is. Okay. I got this one down to where it's about to meet the metal. So now I'm going to put the other one in. Now when you're assembling this deck, there's a groove right here. That is your top. That is another indicator that is the top, other than the butt piece of the magazine. So we'll get this worked down. Okay, I'm about to the metal. I'm going to get ready to do a tension. Oh, almost. Inside, trying to keep the tension equal on both sides. Oh, if I could even get it in there. There we go. There. Around. Just torque down. All right. Now the primary body of it is assembled now. So now we can start attaching the other things, the accessories, as far as that comes with the package. All right. So we'll figure out which Allen key this is going to be. All right, this is the right one. Now these are what you call it? Dovetail. Right here. This is dovetail. And the bottom is Picatinny. So let's go ahead and get this mounted on here. No, it's just loosen her up, slide her back on the rail. The front piece comes in, wants to meet up, loosen them up, line her up on the rail. Slide her on. Just like mounting to a rifle or a BB pellet gun. Same concept. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of room on the sight because I have something that I'm hoping I'll be able to mount back here so I can add a night vision optic to this to accompany the scope. And now that you have this on, you tighten them down here. Okay, next up, we're going to mount our, hold on, before I do that, put my lens caps on. Right, next we will go with the flashlight. Is this the same key fit? Nope, this is the one that takes the screwdriver, so you have finger torques on this, but right here you're going to need a little screwdriver. I got a screwdriver on here. That's good. Screw these. Now you could take these the entire way apart, lay this in here and go about it that way, or you could take the butt cap off of here and then just loosen this up to where you can, in a sense, slip it over, which I need to continue to loosen. Now when you're working with these mounts, you want to keep everything equal on both sides as you unscrew and screw. Keep everything in uniform. Let's go a little bit more. No, I'm feeling it. There we go. Come on. Nope. A little bit more, folks. Oh. Oh. Jaw's killing me. Alright. So there we go. So I actually want my button up to the side like that. So now we have that mount there. We just tighten these down. 3 turns. 3 turns. Like I said, when you're mounting your stuff, you want to keep everything, you want to try to keep your gaps on everything equal. Okay. I am comfortable with the tightness now. So now that I have that slipped on, I have this tightened down, I can put my butt cap back on here. Oops. I can let you know right now that this lanyard is going to get in the way of shooting. So I'm going to remove this right now. Those are nice if you're going to be using the flashlight as a standalone, but I'm not using this flashlight as a standalone, so there's no need for that to be on there. Alright, so now we have a side rail here. You see, you have top rail and you have side rails. So what we're going to do, just like we did with this, we're going to loosen this up. Finger knot. Slip this on here. Get it to position. And tighten her back up. Am I tightening or loosening? Oh, I didn't even have it on a rail. That would explain it. We'll come in from this position. Tighten her up. I wonder if this Allen key will fit that. Yes, it does. Nah. No, it don't. I'll take a bigger screwdriver than what I'm using. So my file ought to work. Yeah. There we go, I see. Okay, now you have a good turn. Nice and tight. A file fit. Alright, that is now on there. Okay. Alright. Next, I gotta put on the laser. So, once again, same deal. We gotta get this laser. Oh, it's loose enough. Woohoo! So, let me get right to work on this part, then tightening this down. When it starts to get a little snug, that's whenever I will position it to where I want it. Okay. Now I'll finish tightening her down. Okay, just like I did on this side with the light mount, same as this one. Loosen her up. It's easier to come in from the back when attaching these, sliding them on the rail. Okay, let's get this in position, screw her down. Where's that file at? Good thing I have a multi-tool on me, huh? And I missed the bite. No, I didn't. Almost. Let me close this, make it easier to work with. There we go. Okie dokie. Now my WT4 is officially assembled. Oh no, it's not. I forgot about the bayonet. Alright, well, let's move on to the bayonet. Okie dokie. So, first off, we gotta get the mount on here. A little Allen. Oh crap. Oh boy. Well guys, little Allen or baby Allen, I'm sorry. As you seen earlier in the video, we got big Allen. We got Allen. And then we got little Allen with this set, right? 3 Allen keys. Little Allen don't fit the bayonet mount, guys. And if little Allen is too big for these, then Allen ain't gonna fit, and Big Allen definitely ain't gonna fit. He doesn't fit. He needs a diet. So, in order to me to continue putting this together, I have to go into my own tools and go find an Allen key that fits this. So, there's the drawback. When you give me the tools for everything but the bayonet mount. Alright, so let me set this aside. Let me go find an Allen key. I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll pause the video.
3 hours later.
Oh, that took forever. I found an Allen key. So, It's one of them deals where you gotta go and search, and it's not in the place where it's supposed to be, but in the very bottom of the tools. I had to dig. That was an inconvenience. So let's get this show back on a roll. All right. So this fits. I can now loosen this up. All right. This fits. That works. Josh's crybaby moment is done. So I'll just throw that key into this bag. Alright, so let's assemble this. Bayonet mount obviously would go here. Oh, there's nubs in it. There's nubs. So you ain't gonna just slide them like you do the other ones. You actually gotta disassemble. So let me disassemble. No, disassemble! Johnny 5 alive! Let me take these apart so I can assemble this. Alright. Oh no, are you kidding me? Alright, we just ran into another issue. Alright, you see those rails right there? Those are reverse Picatinny's. Now, the Picatinny rails should be able to rest snugly in between, and these would lock in between these teeth. The issue that I had just come across. Alright, let me get up here so you can actually see. Alright. Alright, this Picatinny rail here, okay? Now you have these. You see how they look like they would match up? If you look, the grooves are two different measurements. So they're a little bit of a hair off on both sides. So in order for me to mount this to this, I either A, have to manipulate this product with a file and shave it down. B, purchase a whole different mount. Or C, I can still attach this to it, but it would be cosmetic use. And here's the reason I say cosmetic. These would react as a bump. So this would stop. If I wanted to just slide it on the end, maybe slide it. But you see right here where that tooth would stop it. Okay? That's all the integrity you would have holding your bayonet on. So if you actually were using your bayonet, the integrity of it being functionable would be likely to none. You would destroy your product. That is a massive fail right there. Sorry, Willem Tell. I give the good, bad, and the ugly. I don't powder butt things. Not on this channel. So, what are my options? I could shave this material down on there, or I could shave the material down on this, but that would mean that I would have to have access to a file, which would take forever, or a type of machining tool such as a grinder or something. For a product that is supposed to come ready to assemble out of the box as a kit, should be used as a kit and function as a kit and be complete as a kit. This obviously being non-compatible, look at that gap, would not qualify as part of a kit. The downfall to this kit right now is this single adapter that no tools were sent for and is non-compatible with this unit. I think my other option for mounting this would be to have a third-party mounting source, in which I'm going to have to go rummage through all my stuff to go find one. So I will be back, folks.
1 hour later.
Okay, back again. I took one of my riser mounts off of my spotlight system that I use when I'm live streaming in the woods. So in order for this to work, I had to take away from one of my resources to accommodate it to be functionable. So now I have this adapter that I had to strip off of another one of my items to complete, which is supposed to be a complete kit. So let's get it together. But so far, this is my only downsides. So the adapter screwed you. Alright. So now let me get this going here. Get this assembled. I mean, if it's advertised as a kit that's ready to be assembled and used out of the box, it should be a kit ready to be assembled and used right out the box. I shouldn't have to go looking for tools. I shouldn't have to have third-party mounts to make what's supposed to already be compatible. That is a major downfall, and that runs in almost into a false advertisement scale right there. To be honest with you, I mean, like I said, I don't powder butt stuff. I call it the way it is. So I'm going to mount this on here, on this platform. I'm going to get this locked onto where the meat of the riser is. Use the Allen key I had to go search for, since this mount didn't have the right size for it. Aha! I dropped it. There we go. Now, if I didn't have this piece right here, I'd be screwed. I'd be stuck with a product that would malfunction on me. If, God forbid, I was in the woods and I had a pack of coyotes roll up on me or something, and I really needed to use that function, it would have failed. It would have failed me. I would have put my trust and reliance into it, not knowing. If I didn't understand this stuff, I would have put my trust into that. It would have failed me. And in certain situations, a failed product can cost you a meal. It can cost you a life. As you guys know, whenever I do my unboxings and reviews, I look at everything from a hardcore survivalist perspective. Alright, so obviously the way this is flared out, like I did with the flashlight, I'm going to take the butt cap off to make this easier to get in the mount, less headache. I'm wrapping and tightening. Okay. I gotta loosen these tops up. There's six bolts in the top here. Let's loosen these 6 up. See if she fits yet. Oh, no, this side's still tight. A little bit more. Oops, I took the whole screw out. I just dumped that screw out. Alright, yeah, I went this way. Oh, with those pads in there, this fits nice and tight. So I might have to take these screws all the way out. That's a good thing though. When your stuff fits nice and tight, that's awesome. You know, when your stuff is moving around, you can damage your equipment over time. Always want your stuff tight. Don't want it bouncing around. So let's get this slipped on. There we go. This right here. Ah, dropped. Tighten this down. On this side, tighten this side down. Just screw back in here, get it tightened down. This is not fun. It would have been nicer if I could have just slapped it all together and not having to keep stopping the video to go find more pieces to use to make it work. That would have worked a lot better, but it's alright. I'm not going to complain. So far, I am still happy with this product. I haven't fired it yet, but alright. Hang on. That's tightened there. One more. Alright. So the mount is tightened. Let me put the spring back inside of here. A little container. Whoop. Screw that down. Alright. And I did it upside down. Shame on me. I did it upside down. You know what? Let me stop this real quick. I gotta let my dog out. And then...
A few moments later.
Okie dokie, guys. I have it on here. I wrapped the lanyard up around that so it's not flopping around and getting in the way. So let's go ahead and get this mounted on the end of here so we can get this portion of the video completed. Alright. As you see, you have your locking bolt is in the middle here. And you don't have a locking mechanism point until right back here, about an inch back. I would not trust putting any of my Picatinny accessories on past this point because you do not have that lock in there which holds it in place, which means you could rip your items off of here, lose it in the field, or damage your belongings there. So keep that in mind. I'm sure that they had reasons for the way they designed it. It could be just the way they had to do it for the magazine on here. Who knows? But it's just simple wing nut. And now, as you see, this is assembled and ready to go. So, the Willem Tell WT4 Tactical Assault Crossbow. Hybrid Crossbow, I'm sorry. So now we got to get this out back and see how she shoots. Whoop, whoop. Okay, it's cold outside, so we're going to load this before we go out there. So to put the balls in, you have to remove this plug right here. So we'll take that out. Get our balls here. Yeah, buddy. My son's right here. Yeah, buddy. Okay, let Daddy finish making his video. Go ahead, buddy. Let Daddy finish making his video. Okay, buddy. All right, so we're going to take these balls, and they are going to go down the hatch right here. So we get these done here. Right here, they're going to go in here. We'll dump those in. So there's 50. This bag here makes 100. This here makes 100. We dump these ones here in, and then we'll get outside and shoot this. There's 100. I think these are supposed to be 50 in here. They don't look like 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, this ain't 50. There ain't no way there's 50 in that. Oh, wait, yeah. 25 in each. So, yeah, that would equal 200 balls. All right, so I was wrong. It's not 50. It's 25 for each little section of bag. Get these dumped in. One more section. And this will bring us to our 200 loading capacity for the magazine. Now, I got a way easier way to put the balls in. I think that I'll be carrying my balls in, and has a spout on it that make it easier to load. But let me get these dumped in. Oop, I dropped the ball. It went rolling up. My son's going to go grab it. Thanks, buddy. All right, let me drop that down in there. So let's get a... Oh, you really can't see down in there. All right, so those are in. Plug her up. And not like they said on carry. All right. Get this plugged up there. There, now she's loaded. And also, while I'm doing a test fire, I added this Picatinny mount for my phone on here. So you guys will have this view while I'm doing the test fire. Well, let's get out back. Okie dokie, we are out back. We're going to find something to shoot at. Let me rack this real quick. Put this up into my belly. Like so. Oh, that racked easy. That pulled back real easy. Alright, so I'm going to take the safety off. The ball bearing is in. Let's see if we can acquire a target. I'm going to look around through my scope here. See if I can find anything. Oh, crap! No. Oh, crap, look! It's an alien! It's an alien invasion! I gotta shoot it! Stay steady, Josh, stay steady. My phone fell off. My phone fell off. See, these Picatinny rails are not standard size. So, if you're mounting stuff on them, I guess they're standardly made for rifles that have the locking positions in between them, like the bayonet does. When you fire it, your stuff will fly off just like my phone just did. So, let's go see if I hit this alien. I don't even see a hole. Oh, wait, yeah. I got him right there in his belly. Got him right there in the belly. All right, let's test a bolt. I'm gonna have to. My phone is completely covered in snow. Let me see if I can. The Picatinny rail sucks on this. well, I can't mount my phone to this, so this ruins what I want to do right now. Your Picatinny reel sucks. So, let me reattach this again and make it tighter. See if it falls off again. I'm not too thrilled about this. Damaging my belongings that are supposed to be compatible. Sucks I give honest reviews. Doesn't it? Alright, well, this ain't going to attach. So I am just going to set... I don't even have my phone stand with me. Alright, your components, when it comes to the Picatinny, are really becoming a nuisance. Okay, Toki, we're back. I had to go get my phone stand. So let me show you guys. When you rack this, you see there's nothing down in there. So when you rack it, I'm even in frame. You pull it back. You never stick your thumbs up in the path of that. It already loaded a ball. So unless you put an arrow or a bolt in here, it's automatically going to reload on itself. Safety forward. Alright, let's see where that hit. I definitely got to adjust the scope. It's nowhere near sighted at all whatsoever. Yeah, I got him right there in the middle of his chest. First shot was his gut in there. Alright, let's hit him with an arrow. After we hit him with an arrow, we can go do our final thought on this product. Alright. Now, I'm going to put my arrow. Oh, hang on. I gotta get my arrow. Here's bolt. Arrow, bolt, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing in the chamber. So, I'm going to go ahead and cock her. Now that she is cocked, I am going to put the arrow, bolt, whatever you want to call it, through the barrel. And it's going to slide back in place where it needs to go. Alright, now let's go ahead and shoot it. Acquired target. Safety off. I think I killed the alien. Alright, let's go see. I just hit a vine and knocked my phone over back into the snow again, and that time it was my fault. Oh man, my phone's all wet and covered in snow now. I got hung up on that. So, set this back up. Okay, let me set this back up here. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we did here. Where'd it go through ya? Right to the diaphragm. There we go, I'll set that back where it was. Okay, so So, I guess we are saved from this invasion. What do you guys think? Yes? No?
I moved!
Bayonet! Now we are saved. Alright guys, I'm getting cold. Let's go in for final thought. Alright folks, here's the part where I do my final thought on here. We had, I'll go with my dislikes first. A lot of people like to hear the bad news before the good news. So we'll do that. Bad news. I had to use a third-party piece to adapt the bayonet. And the reason was because of the Picatinny locking mechanisms that run in between for the rails. Now where this issue came in is not the mount per se. This is a wonderful bayonet mount. Seriously. What the issue was that was preventing is it's the Picatinny rail itself. As you've seen, I mounted my phone adapter on here that I would use when I'm out recording, and as soon as I fired, it came off. So this isn't a true 22 millimeter, so I have to look at it. It's a little shy, and also the spacings on here are not, they're not the same spacing as you would get for that. That's one complaint. Complaint number two. The Picatinny rail. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yes, the gapping for the locking pieces here does make it non-compatible with certain items. Yes, but it's easy, really easy to find stuff that does not have the grooves in them that would go in between a standard. So if you're getting an item that has mounts to a Picatinny rail, you're not, don't be in sorrow, because you can still mount it if you have the standard, the single or double bar, whatever it may be, that will go through. It's just when you have those grooves that are set to lock into these spaces is where you're running into issues. So that's something that you may want to look into. I had to use a third-party piece. Too bad there wasn't a itty bitty Allen. Alright, next. The barrel, I like that feature. It's nice. It's not for looking menacing. It actually would improve your accuracy. Laser, I did not sight it in yet. That's awesome that you have these features. The kit comes, other than the issue I had with this is a wonderful kit. I am not gonna lie. This is an awesome kit, Willem tell. But I'm still going on. Sorry, I got a cotton ball in my mouth if I sound funny. But right here, this here, I wish you would have been able to put a swivel on there so I could so you could put a sling on this. So when you're purchasing this, I know they have models that cost a little more that you come with a sling, but I'm assuming that they would want you would have to get the one that wraps around here. Unfortunately, I think I have an idea to get around it, but well, until I know you're watching this video, I would like to know how much, if you have, for your sling mounts. How much would you charge for that bolt to replace this for just to send me the one with the sling mount? How much would you charge me for that? It's my only issues. Now, as far as trusting this with my life, survival needs, I think this will hold up. I mean, you could hold 200 rounds up here, 208 millimeter ball bearings. Okay. You cock this bad boy, you rack it, that ball automatically drops in there. So, you know, say you're in a situation, you know, you hear me talk about coyotes a lot. You know, when I go in the woods, that's my biggest threat out there, is because on the lower tier, tier below where I post my camp up at, we have coyote packs that run through there on a regular basis, and it's a large pack. So I do have the worries of being surrounded. So what separates this from other crossbows, you see, say you have an issue like that, you're in the woods and you have a pack of coyote roll up on you, okay? If you don't have your bolt retrieved yet to load, but you have this locked already, you'll have a ball in here. Another thing is too, if you're not even racked yet and you have a coyote or something charge at you, you have this. You know, that's awesome. That's an awesome feature that as far as helping you along. Now, the thing with the bayonet right here, this is a tool in itself. Now the tang only comes down into here, I bet. Honestly, I bet that's all the tang you get. But here's the thing. It's a cutting tool. You know, I wouldn't trust beating it up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go out there and go batoning with it, because you would definitely break your tang. But as far as different types of needs, if you're in an actual survival situation, a cutting tool can be extremely useful, and it has a saw back. The cross ones, those are pretty good on knives. They're not pointy, but still, and you have a nice blood groove in here as well. So all in all, I love this. Would I trust my life with this piece? Yes, I would trust the Will & Tell WT4 Tactical Assault Crossbow. I would trust this with my life in the woods, or in a situation if there was ever civil unrest or anything of that nature, and you needed to protect yourself and go off and live off grid and hunt and live that way. I mean, this is nice. You know, I'm not telling anybody, giving anybody hints to do anything or nothing like that. I'm just saying, everybody's different. You got preppers and people of that nature. You know, this is something that you can live with. You can hunt. You can defend yourself with it. And plus, you're getting this. That's a key survival feature. Also, you're getting your scope with it. You get your protector here. You also get a flashlight. Now this flashlight, you know, you can either use the batteries, but it also has the feature to where you can put a power adapter piece into this and run a power source to it. And then also you have the laser over here. And this ain't like those little cheap lasers that you would get. You know what I mean? This ain't one of those little janky lasers that you normally would get with crossbow packages. Trust me, I know. You know, I could give you an example right away, I think. Let me see. Might have one of them. Yes. Yes, look, right here. Here's a little janky one that I have from my pistol crossbow. I have it's modeled after a Cobra, but it's the M48 model. It's an 80-pound self-cocking crossbow. I'm eventually going to get one of those magazines for the top of that holds several bolts. But yeah, all in all, Will & Tell, you guys did a great job with this. My only issue really is just the Picatinny rail. But that's not an issue. You know what I mean? If you can work around that. But you should keep in mind, just so you don't have customers complain in the future. I mean, who gives a damn about the tool? But this not matching up with the Picatinny's and you only being able to put it onto the snub up to here is not cool. So you should probably go with a different mount. Just suggesting, you know, I'm not being rude. You know, on my channel I give the good, bad, and the ugly. I'm honest. I'm not going to lie to my subscribers. I want to be straight up with everybody. But yeah, this is how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I would like to give a big thank you to Will & Tell. Will & Tell company is awesome. They have great communication with me. They emailed me and everything. They said they sent me their support and all that. You know, that means something to me. You know, that's kind service, respect, dignity. You know, I can't complain. I'm very proud to own this. And yes, I would be willing to use this in a survival and put my life in the hands of this survival tool. So thank you, Will & Tell. I am very grateful and a very happy customer. Just the only things is the mount, and how much would you charge me for a swivel mount instead of that screw there? Alright guys, well, there's going to be an accessories video coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to put the accessories that I have purchased on here. See what's compatible, what's not. And see how it goes. So, we'll see you again tomorrow. With this, I still haven't come up with a name for it yet. I got to name it. But, everyone have a squatch-tastic day. God bless all of you. Whoop whoop.